I think that we are criticizing Ruto so much, but we are not appreciating the things which even Kibaki, with all these fake accolades he has always been given, was not able to stabilize the Unga prices. With all these fake accolades Uhuru is given for, I don't know what his achievement is. I've seen a lot of claims by Kenyan politicians and the critics of the current president that William Ruto is a bad person or is a... What are Kenyans talking about now? Everybody's talking about Adani, PPP, Shi na Sha. Na. They are talking, an average Kenyan is trying to talk about complex stuffs, complex stuff which an average Kenyan will never understand. Somebody is trying to get the kawaida man in the public, in the streets, to talk about a PPP. Fellow Kenyans, I've listened to the allegations by the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, claiming that President Ruto has been very vicious with him. President Ruto has done him all these manner of injustices and so on. I like to remind how many of the current Kenya Kwanza politicians, even from the Mount Kenya region, can claim total loyalty to you. A good number of them can claim loyalty to the current president because he helps them get rich. He helped them, get businesses. He helped them find ways of improving their politics. He helped them get elected. Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, that some of these things which you see is coming back to you is a result of what you actually did to, what you actually invested. You invested, rage. You invested a bad heart. Deputy President Ruto then even influenced somebody like Echesa, a class 4, a primary school dropout, to be in the cabinet. Some people like Aisha Jumwa would not sit in any cabinet, including that of Somalia. But in Kenya, you found that because of the value of friendship to William Ruto, the value of, of rewarding loyalty, you found that they were able to sit in the cabinet. The other claim that, I've seen a lot of claims by Kenyan politicians and the critics of the current president that William Ruto is a bad person or is a... I don't know, I cannot claim like somebody who has known William Ruto for very long. But one thing I'll tell you from my own analysis, what are Kenyans talking about now? Everybody's talking about Adani, PPP, Shi na Sha. Na. They are talking, an average Kenyan is trying to talk about complex stuffs, complex stuff which an average Kenyan will never understand. Somebody is trying to get the kawaida man in the public, in the streets, to talk about a PPP. When will a PPP deal get to the level where a kawaida man will get to understand them? I think nobody's talking about unga. Nobody's talking about bei ya ngano, bei ya mchele, bei ya mahindi. William Ruto got to be the president when unga was at 230 per packet of 2 kg. Now it's 97. And it's going lower. The shilling was, getting off the rails. It stabilized. I think that we are criticizing Ruto so much, but we are not appreciating the things which even Kibaki, with all these fake accolades he has always been given, was not able to stabilize the Unga prices. With all these fake accolades Uhuru is given for, I don't know what his achievement is, apart from, the handshake achievement. With all these accolades he's been given, I have never seen a situation where Uhuru was able to stabilize the Unga prices. You realize that Ruto has been president for 2 years. And in these 2 years, the first year, 2023, and financial year 2022-2023, it was Azimio demos where we lost 75 people. People think that Gen Z demos where we lost only 65 is the most important demo, but one life lost is one too many. what people need to realize is that we lost 75 people then. And that one was the first budget last year, 2023. The second budget, you have made it impossible for him to have a second budget. I believe that with the second and the third budget, William Ruto was going to perform better. I don't know, the funny thing, the problem I have with William Ruto is that he seems not to be able to communicate his own successes. He doesn't know how to own his own successes. And I think that one is the problem I found with Ruto, because I think he has achieved a lot with so little effort. Like he has done some magic and the unga prices have stabilized. We made a lot of noise. We were putting sofrias on top of our heads and so on, but he was able to achieve whatever he was able to achieve to ensure that the unga prices were stable. The cooking oil prices were, were crazy. So now coming back to, the health, the NHIF, the reformed NHIF, Shisha, and so on. I don't know what name we should give it. But people like to criticize him. I think that having looked at all these documents, I think that this is the best, effort at tackling the problems in the healthcare industry. And you remember when I was trying to be the MP of Nyando, one of the things which I was very passionate about is that people need not to sell their wealth to treat themselves. People need not to sell their pieces of land, their assets, to buy bodies of their dead relatives from mortuaries. They cannot be able to even feed themselves. Why are you telling them to sell their pieces, the last pieces of land, so that they can buy the body of somebody who is already dead, so that they can go and bury? I believe that in a very well-meaning, in a functioning system, the government should be able to pay, the fees, the health cover, which the normal man cannot be able to pay to the hospitals when somebody is dead. And I believe that if Ruto was given some time, I think he was going to achieve a lot. And I think that I think we should give him time. I think he has achieved a lot already with the food stuff and so on. Nobody's when I saw William Ruto's critics on TV now, you don't see them talk about unga and so on, the wananchi stuff. Nobody is talking about the wananchi. Nobody is talking bei ya nyanya. Hakuna mtu anaongea juu ya bei ya ngwashe. Hakuna mtu anaongea juu ya bei ya mchele. Everybody is talking about shisha, PPP, Adani, what? It's like Adani is the thing which is going to make everybody run away from Kenya, or is going to solve everybody's problem. Nobody is talking about wananchi. Nobody is talking about bei ya matatu. Nobody, everybody is incited by the people who are entitled to the presidency from central Kenya to talk about all these evil things they believe that Ruto has done, but none of them is able to talk about actual wananchi stuff.